on Kababayan Today, kasama natin ang ating Filipinominal kababayan na si Michael Carandang. If you're just joining us, this man is truly inspirational. He's served as my mentor. I'm so happy he's here on the show.
I'm so happy I'm here in your show.
Oh, but you know, Michael, we were talking about you moving to America and staying in Indiana, growing up there, galing sa Batangas,
Yeah.
diba? I know you went to college, but at what point did you discover your calling as a Filipino producer?
Actually, just like many Filipinos siguro, like our families are very much, job security. And I think I was groomed to want to be a doctor. So parang bata pa, gusto ko maging doctor, gusto ko maging doctor. So my course was pre-med at Indiana University, and then my first day of biology class, I figured like, oh my God, hindi ako interesado. So as I got all the books and I walked out of the class and I went to the guidance counselor and said, I don't think I want to be a doctor. So anong options ko? So I mean, well, what do you want to do? Well, I like watching TV. I can watch TV all day. So, I mean, do you have anything that has anything to do with TV? And they said, like, no. But there's telecommunications where you can have a production class. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll take that. I'll take that over being a doctor. And I think that's what it opened. And I think I realized at that age that, I wanted to do something that makes me happy. And if I don't know where I'm going to go, at least I know what makes me happy today. And that time, I'd rather skip classes to watch TV. And I was a huge fan of the Jerry Springer show. So that was like, okay, that's my peg. I want to get a job there.
And guess what? You did.
I did. And sometimes the desire is powerful than actually any elements in the world.
So kailangan mong ilabas lang doon. You have to put it in.
You have to put it out there. And I think I talked about it so much that it actually happened. Because I have a friend na nag-intern doon. Tapos sabi ko, bigay mo yung resume ko. Sabi niya, sige, pero hindi ka na tatanggapin. Sabi ko, bakit? Kasi kailangan mag-intern ka muna. Ano mong nagawa mo? Wala. Pero ayoko lumipat na Chicago hanggang wala akong trabaho. Kasi hindi ako papayagan ng tatay ko. So, swerte lang naman. When I got to my job interview, as soon as you walked in, first of all, there are 30 people vying for 3 positions as a PA lang, the entry-level job. And then I got there and I saw that there was a Filipino producer. I was like, okay, great, Filipino to. So, and then I talked about, and since I'm a fan of the show, I talked about myself and I talked about, being Filipino and being an immigrant and talking about, at the time, I broke up with a 2-year relationship with my boyfriend. So I talked about being gay because I think that was important. I think as a producer, in order to produce really well, you have to reveal a little bit about yourself because you have to feel like you're connected to the person you're talking to. So you can't expect somebody to reveal their lives if you're not willing to do yourself.
Wow,
so
interesting. Very
from that
good.
point on, I knew that I needed to sell me and they need to buy into me in order for them to hire me. And guess what? They did.
And not just that. From Jerry Springer, you also worked on an amazing show in New York City. Well, started here and in New York City, the Tyra Banks Show.
Yeah.
And not only that, from the Tyra Banks Show, America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
At meron ka pang Emmy. Nako
Salamat sa
naman.
Diyos.
O, di ba? You are one of the few Filipino Americans that has an Emmy. Cher Calvin is one of them. She is an anchor. And also Rita Nazareno, who's also a producer. But you are one of the few. And you are one of the biggest reason that Filipinos are able to go on the show, such as America's Next Top Model, and showcase their talent. That is pride for all of us in the community. You make that happen, Mike.
Well, I'm part of the process
But
to
if
make that happen.
Alam ko kasi, kung hindi ipupush ng producer na, you need to see this talent, hindi mangyayari. You have to admit that you are a big part of this. And I know you're humble, but you are. I think it's important for you that you're able to showcase the Filipinos on a world scale.
Because it was important for, I really feel like each of us have a purpose. I think you have a great purpose on why you're doing this show and you're doing such an amazing thing. Even though I work behind the camera, I feel like my purpose is greater than my job. And I know the impact of media on a person. And going back to what I said earlier, I knew that it was important for Filipinos in this country to feel like we are part of this community and we are a voice that needs to be heard. So by seeing them, by seeing our talent, by seeing Filipinos in there that they recognize, it allows you to feel like, you know what, if Michael Cinco can do it, I can be a designer and be there too.
Pero hindi lang si Michael Cinco. Let's name all the designers, the Filipino designers that were specifically on America's
Yeah, we
Next
should
Top Model.
thank Top Model for that, especially
Yes.
Tyra. But obviously, the first one was Michael Cinco. Bench was featured on the show. Actually,
Yes.
Georgina Wilson, who was in Greece, she trended worldwide. She was part of the show, and then now she's hosting Asia's Next Top Model in the Philippines.
That's right.
Francis Libiran, Rahul Laurel,
Oliver Tolentino.
Oliver Tolentino, Jerome Salaya Ang, now Jeffrey Rogador, who Tyra just recently won his stuff, won his stuff in last season. Also, Poy Quinones, who's now based in LA. So, ang daming Pinoy na because of, and I call Michael Cinco as the originator because he was the hardest part to pitch. Pero once, and Fern One pala, I totally forgot.
Yes.
Once he opened that door, it was so much easier to get the rest of the Filipinos to be part on board. That's why I encourage anybody who's part of media or television to just keep pushing. Because I think once you open that door and once you realize, once everybody else realizes na ang galing pala ng mga Pilipino, it just gets easier.
That's
it's only
right.
tough the first, so umpisa lang mahirap.
Yes. Okay, so pag-usapan naman natin, pagbalik natin here on Kababayan Today, ang paglipat mo back to the homeland, to the motherland. Lumipat po si Michael Carandang despite his amazing, successful career as a producer here in America. Lumipat siya sa Pilipinas. Let's talk about that when we return on Kababayan Today.